Bonjour les garçons. So today is a video supplement to the grammar of our lesson 1 of module 3, where we learned le, la, les, also known as les pronoms compléments in French, right? Les pronoms compléments. Why do I want to make a supplement? For one reason, because this is actually an incomplete list. Anyway, let's talk about this later. First, I would like to remind you how to use le, la, les. We are going to use le, la, les pronoms compléments directs, when we want to replace the noun in the sentence. Let's pretend I'm going to make these three sentences a question. And someone is asking me, il regarde le garçon? So we are talking about that little boy here, right? He's watching the boy. Il regarde le garçon? I can say, yes, he watches the boy, or I can say, yes, he watches him. In French, how am I gonna do that? Very simply. First of all, I look at my object, who is here. My object is masculine, so I'm gonna use le, and this would mean he watches him. Il regarde la fille, same situation. We have our object here, but the object is feminine, so in this case, we are going to use la. Il la regarde, he watches her. You can look at the boy, see, the boy is watching her, right? Finally, il regarde les enfants, he's looking at the children. Il regarde les enfants. So in this case, we have a plural. And guess what? There is also a pronoun for plural, which is les. Il les regarde, he watches them. So this is basically how we use le, la, les in French. What happens if my sentence is in the negative? Il le regarde. Where should ne pas go? Well, ne pas is, as we have learned, after the verb and before the verb. Here, il ne le regarde pas. He doesn't watch him. Okay, il ne le regarde pas. And a second reminder, what happens if we have not regarde, but a verb like listen? If we have a verb like listen, because there is a vowel right here, we need to use what we called L apostrophe. Okay, everyone, and this would be pronounced il ne l'écoute pas. Il ne l'écoute pas. So this was it for the reminders. Now, I would like to give you actually the other pronouns, because as you all know, sometimes you might say, I am listening to you. I am looking at you, right? So I just wanted to show you what these pronouns were. They are very easy to remember because you simply need to think about moi and put a E instead of OI, toi. Also put a E instead of OI, and you keep the two subject you know, nous and vous. And these four words are the pronouns. Me or myself, you, us, and you. I'm going to put my subject here, and I'm going to put my verb here. See? And it works exactly the same. If you look, subject, object, verb, right? Subject, object, verb. Je me regarde, I look at myself, I watch myself. Je te regarde, I look at you. Je nous regarde, I look at us. Je vous regarde, I look at you guys. See, it works exactly the same. There is nothing very hard here. And of course, just like I showed you earlier, if, let's assume I am using not regarde, but I am using something like écouter, which has a vowel at the beginning, what do? I do exactly the same. I need to remove my here. And I'm going to write my little apostrophe. Je m'écoute, I listen to myself. Je t'écoute, I listen to you. And actually, if you guys pay attention in class, I often say, je t'écoute, which means I am listening to you. You can tell me what you want to tell me. So this was it for the reminder and also for the, I wanted to complete with the other pronouns. I hope this is going to be useful, and I hope that in the future you will try to use this a bit more in French, because this makes a big difference between what I would call a beginner or like a French student and a fluent speaker. When you can use these pronouns, I can guarantee you that you are, this is a big deal. This is a big deal for a French learner. Okay? Merci les garçons. Au revoir.